Hello and welcome. You're watching AD4TVRADIO, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. I am Adirayo Senami. This is a review of the top stories this past week. We'll take a look at the WHO. The World Health Organization announced that 133 potential COVID-19 vaccines are being developed around the world. According to reports, 10 of the potential vaccines are in the United States, the United Kingdom, and China for clinical trials, while 123 others are in preclinical evaluations around the world. Still news from the WHO. The World Health Organization on Wednesday lifted its suspension of the clinical trials of hydroxychloroquine and says it will resume trials of the drug. The WHO Director General, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, who announced the resumption of trials, said its experts have reviewed their data and advised the continuation of all clinical trials. He added that the Data Safety and Monitoring Committee will continue to monitor the safety of all drugs being tested in the trials. The WHO had on the 25th of May suspended trials of hydroxychloroquine over safety concerns. While some European countries immediately adopted the stance, Nigeria and Senegal chose to continue use of hydroxychloroquine because they've proven data of its efficacy. Meanwhile, in a rather sad turn of events, health officials in Mozambique say there is a growing stigma against people suspected of being infected with coronavirus, to an extent that those infected in the central city of Beira have been threatened with lynching. The country's health ministry said the hostility towards people suspected of having the virus has led the country to restrict the amount of information it releases about the disease. Mozambique has so far 307 confirmed cases of the virus, 98 recoveries, and 2 deaths. And we move on to Nigeria, where the Petroleum Products Pricing Regulatory Agency has announced a reduction of premium motor spirit from 123 naira to 121 naira per litre. Recall that the pump price of petrol on the 18th of March reduced to 125 naira per litre from 145 naira per litre, followed a further reduction on the 31st of March from 125 naira to 123 naira per litre due to the global collapse in demand caused by COVID-19 and a lack of storage capacity for excess supply. Still in Nigeria, and in some good news for gender equality, the Nigerian Air Force has made history with the conduct of an operational intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance mission with an all-female crew. The mission was conducted on the 28th of May 2020 using the NAF Beechcraft King Air ISR aircraft. Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ibikunle Daramola, on Tuesday said the flying officer Oluwabunmi Ijelu is the first female officer to become a captain on a NAF aircraft. Meanwhile, across the world, millions of people have joined the solidarity protest in honor of George Floyd, who died in police custody in Minneapolis. In New York, the protest has led to the arrest of 340 people, with 33 officials injured and 48 police vehicles damaged. In London, 5 persons were arrested as thousands of Black Lives Matter protesters marched on the U.S. Embassy. And back in the U.S., United States President Donald Trump aggravated protesters when he threatened to send in the military to tackle the growing protests. The police across the U.S. have also shown empathy and joined peaceful protests in some states in the U.S. Meanwhile, the accused police officer Derek Chauvin has been charged with third-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter, while the 3 other officers were charged for aiding and abetting second-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter. This past Thursday, thousands of U.S. citizens arrived Cadman Plaza in Minneapolis, including civil rights leader Reverend Jesse Jackson, Democratic Minnesota Representative Ilhan Omar, Martin Luther King III, and actor Kevin Hart, to hold a memorial in honor of George Floyd. Several celebrities, Kanye West, Michael Jordan, Floyd Mayweather, amongst others, have also donated to George Floyd's family. We'll take a short break now. We'll be back shortly.
Just when will all this madness stop? Just when will we think it enough and decide to halt? Just when will we stop to think, wake up and realize that what we beat, batter, wrestle, rape, hate, maim, kill and destroy is not just white or black, poor or rich, Muslim or Christian, young or old, boy or girl, woman or man, bound or free, but it's flesh and blood, hearts and souls, its feelings and emotions, dreams and aspirations, its destinies and hopes, expectations and ambitions, the could have, would have, and should have. It's people like us that we injure and tear apart, that we hurt, watch suffer, and bleed to death. Just when will this madness stop?
Welcome back. You're watching AD4TV Radio News Updates, coming to you live from Abuja. In Asia, flames from candles illuminated the streets and parks of Hong Kong as tens of thousands of people on Thursday defied coronavirus restrictions on gatherings to commemorate China's Tiananmen Square massacre. As the people of Hong Kong remembered hundreds and possibly thousands killed when Chinese soldiers cracked down on pro-democracy in Beijing on the 4th of June, 1989. And this past Monday, Nigeria's reggae legend, Majekodunmi Fasheke, popularly known as Majek Fashek, died at the age of 57 in a hospital in New York. The death was announced by the deceased manager, Omenka Uzoma, in a video on Instagram. AD4TV Radio News will bring you details of his funeral arrangements when the family announces. And on the technology scene, Google has been sued by a United States law firm. Boyce Schiller Flexner filed a claim on Tuesday in a federal court in San Jose, California for $5 billion over claims that Google illegally invades the privacy of users by tracking people even when they're browsing in private mode. Google spokesman Jose Castaneda has since denied this claim, saying it is clearly stated each time a user opens a new incognito tab, also known as private mode, that websites might be able to collect information about a user's browser activity. And we move on to the world of sports, where Portuguese Cristiano Ronaldo has become the first footballer in the world to earn $1 billion in his career, making him the third athlete after Tiger Woods and Floyd Mayweather to hit the $1 billion earnings mark. He earned $105 million between June 1st, 2019 and June 1st, 2020, when the list of top 100 highest paid athletes in the world was released late last month. And that's it on our weekly review. You can join the conversation on our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. Please follow us on our social media platforms at AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Adirayo Senami.